Hey everyone, Missy Ray here. Wanted to come on and talk about week 1 postpartum. So, my beautiful baby was born. He's sleeping right over here. I'm going to show him to you in a minute. And, the first few days you're in total bliss, and then the sleep deprivation kicks in, and he's wiggling. And the realities of the new life with a newborn, right? So, we are on at the end of week 1 right now, and my milk is fully in. I have one breast that is, my breast pad's all messed up here. One breast that's producing a lot of milk, so I'm a little bit uncomfortable, very full. Hopefully you're breastfeeding if you're postpartum, but I want to show you kind of my little nest. So for week 1, I really kept it here in bed rest. I have my postpartum, my belly binder on to help my belly come back, to help my internal organs get to where they need to be. Here's my little sweetie. His name is Saren, and he was 8 pounds, 9 ounces, born at home quickly in the water, and it was a beautiful birth. And this is where we've been. So I'm going to kind of show you my little nest here. You can see I have everything set up at arm's reach. I've got my water, my tea. Usually I have snacks over here for myself. All of my diapering, we do cloth diapers, so I've got all my diapers for the baby, everything I need for his cord care, wipies, blankets. It's all right here so that I don't have to get up to get anything. And the only time I get up is if I need food and nobody's there to get it for me, to go to the bathroom, maybe to stand up, do some stretches, do a little bit of yoga, some deep breathing. But this is my bubble. This is my space. This is where I am to rest and rejuvenate. And that's what we're supposed to do, ladies. That's what we're supposed to do the first week or 2 weeks after we give birth. We are supposed to allow our bodies to rest so our internal organs can return to their previous positions in our bodies. And we are supposed to be bonding with our babies. Yes, that's right. And when you do this, I will say it is much a much more peaceful and blissful and stress-free postpartum. So really take those first couple weeks, mamas. I'm doing a full 40 days at home. I also want to talk a little bit about afterbirth pains. He was my my sixth baby. And those afterbirth pains can get a little bit intense. So I do have something that I was taking for those. I wanted to show you if I can find it. It's in my little basket here. Basket of goodies. And it is now I can't find it. Anyway, I'll put a link for it. It's a after ease herbal tincture that helps with the contractions after you have a baby, helps with the pain of those. And then the other thing that I've been doing is my placenta. Let me show you my placenta capsules right here. So, and this makes a huge difference for me. So I have had 4 babies where I didn't encapsulate my placenta, and the last 2 I did and consumed it during the 4 to 6 weeks postpartum. And I will say that this for me is a lifesaver. It is so worth the money. It is worth the investment. Of finding a practitioner who does this. You'll want to just go search placenta encapsulation in your area and find a certified placenta encapsulator, person who encapsulates placenta. This has made a big difference for me. So no postpartum blues, way less bleeding postpartum when I take my placenta capsules, less hot flashes at night, less mood swings, no baby blues, none of the mild postpartum depression. And really, they've made a world of difference for me. So I highly recommend, as weird as it sounds, research it, look into it. If your placenta looks healthy, I highly recommend ingesting your placenta. That is something that I wish I would have known about with my first babies. And then the other thing is, watch your bleeding. Our bleeding is a gauge for us. So, I was really doing good on the rest. Yesterday, I got up and I was in the kitchen a little bit, just wanting to be involved with my other kids and helping them get some snacks. And I saw it in my bleeding. I definitely was bleeding a little bit more towards the end of the day than I had been. So your bleeding can be a gauge as to how much to do. And when your bleeding increases at all, you're doing too much. I know it's hard, especially if you have other kids, to just rest. But really try to take those first 2 weeks and think of it as bed rest. It's hard. I'm not going to lie. It's when you have other kids, it's hard to do, but have them bring you books to read to them and, things that you can do, snuggle up together. But you definitely want to take time, give yourself time. I'm 43. So, I'm really conscious now at my age of doing things that feel good to my body and that support my body in being as healthy and strong as I can be for these babies. So that's postpartum week 1. It's rest. And as I start getting back to moving more, I'll talk more about belly binding and the diastasis recti and what I'm doing for that, what program I've chosen to do, and talk a little bit more about the overwhelm as I go back into the world. Right now I'm in my bubble and I love my bubble. But when I go back out there into the kitchen, it's always the kitchen, into the world, that's when I start to feel a little bit of overwhelm. And so I'll come back on, do these diaries. We'll talk about baby wearing, which is a lifesaver for me in being able to kind of return to normalcy. But I want to talk about what's real. So if you have any questions about the postpartum period, if you're in it, if you're about to go in it, put your questions down below. I'd love to answer them for you. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can follow the postpartum journey. I'm also going to be doing a lot of brand new baby wearing videos coming up, probably starting tomorrow. I'll do the first one about wearing a newborn and what that looks like and what kind of wraps I like for that, and what kind of carriers I like for that. And then I'll be doing a lot more baby wearing videos as this guy grows up, because I am super passionate about it and I just love it. So be on the lookout for those as well. And I will see you all soon. Have a beautiful Saturday. I'm about to have my 1-week appointment with my midwife. So we'll talk about how much activity I can resume during this next week. But I am going to try to keep it really, really low key. And then again, like I said, I'm doing my full 40 days at home. So we will not get in the car and leave the house for 40 days. We will take walks around the neighborhood, but we won't actually leave the house for 40 days. So if you have any questions about that, let me know too. And we'll be coming on here live at least once a week, hopefully more. Now that I'm through this first week of just sheer exhaustion, I should be able to come on a little bit more to talk postpartum realities. All right, everybody, have a great day.